Hi, Flosstube.
I'm Nancy.
And I'm Laura.
And we are
the Addicted Sisters. This photo is from 2013 when we went on a cruise. It's in Cozumel. I think it says it up there. And I was trying to decide, is this the one where Katie went with us and she's just not in the...
Mm-mm.
Oh, this is the cruise from hell.
The four of us, yeah.
This is the one where the boat broke.
Real bad. In the middle of the Gulf. And we turned a 4-day trip into an 8-day trip?
Yeah, just about. Sorry, guys, I'm making a little bit of an adjustment because we just keep wiggling back and forth and trying to figure this out. And it is not happening today. So we wanted to welcome you to our Flosstube number 57. Today is Saturday, April 6th.
Woohoo! We're getting closer and closer, right? Thank you for joining us. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for being here today. We appreciate it. I want to apologize right away because I am bone tired. We had a big retreat at work this week and I worked over 50 hours. So, you know, this old gal ain't used to that stuff. I could have slept right on through the morning, but the cats needed to be fed.
Poor kitties. Okay. So we had a lot of questions and comments this week.
We sure did. Thank you.
Our question of the week last week was, do you count your stitches and how do you count them? And we had a lot of replies on things. The first thing that we want to say is, please let us know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because we get, I know that sounds funny, you guys, but we get some messages and we can't figure out what you're referring to because you don't, I mean, you reply to us like you're talking to us, which we love.
Yes. Sometimes we can figure out between the two of us, but this week...
But sometimes we're like, I don't got it. I don't got it.
No, this week neither one of us could figure it out, so...
Yeah. Lisa Clark replied and said, it's snowing here right now. Boo!
Oh,
Lisa, today here, I put a jacket on to come over and I didn't even need it. It's beautiful. Look at the sun hitting my glasses through because Nancy has a light colored house next door and the sun is reflecting off their siding and getting me. So
it's pretty out there. And everything's budding and coming up. It's looking really nice. Springy. As I sit here in a long sleeve shirt, high neck.
Yeah, that's Nancy. Janet Prather wanted to know, Nancy, are the smalls for exchanging at your retreat?
Not the smalls I showed, no. But we are doing a smalls exchange at the retreat. No, all of those were just my sort of FFOs.
We'll talk more about that in a minute. And then Cindy Rush. Oh, Cindy, you are so silly. She asked, first of all, will there be Love You More products at retreat? Well, I wanted to show you that starting yesterday at Love You More Studio, which is our website, look up there, it has an S on the end, loveyoumorestudios.com. We're having our anniversary sale, and you get 25% off anything in the shop. And I wanted to show you a couple of things. So, first of all, a couple of my fun favorite sleeves. This is an early one, and it's called Lost in Space. This is when we did solid color insides, but we chose alien green.
Yeah.
So, then the other one that I brought is Flower Child, and I love this one, and probably this one is mine. And inside, we chose this. Now, originally, it had, I believe, orange inside. Ooh. But we changed it to this patterned fabric. But then some other cool things. I think you guys have seen me bring my Flourish and Blots tote multiple times. But we also have some other stuff. We have soap. I didn't bring a soap. Nancy's shown you hers a couple of times. This came from our, I just lost the name of the movie. Oh, this is Winifred. And it was from, what is the movie? Oh my gosh. But it was from our box in the fall. And
not Practical Magic. Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus. I don't know why I couldn't get there. But anyway, this is from that. And it's an enamel pin, which I have one. And I've talked to Katie, and I think I'm going to clip the back off and make her a needle minder.
Oh.
And then also from Hocus Pocus is this double-sided wooden bookmark. And this is Sarah, and it says, amok, 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 amok. Oh, I think I gave Jeff the wrong bookmark this morning.
Uh-oh.
Because I should have had one that has Sarah's song. Darn it. I'm going to have to message him real quick here. But the other side of this one is Billy Butcherson, and he says, wench, trollop, you buck-toothed, mop-riding firefly from hell. Love that. Fabulous. Then we have one that is Sarah's song, and it's on both sides. It's that Come Little Children.
Oh, yeah.
And so the first verse is on one side and the second verse is on the other. And then Katie also designed, and this is her company, Bookmark Tattoos, which she has moved into Love You More Studios. This one she did for Practical Magic. And see all the witches with the umbrellas at the bottom? And it has, I'll have to read this one to you. Always throw salt over your left shoulder. Keep rosemary by your garden gate. Plant lavender for luck. And fall in love whenever you can. And I think Katie did a fabulous job. And we have a good handful of those too. We did have a couple of patches left from the platform 9 3/4 that Katie did. And it's a train and says 9 3/4 on it. But also, I don't know, you guys, I told you we were having Tula Week, and Katie ordered me an anniversary gift. And it is this Tula Pink pin. That's to celebrate her Pinkerville release.
That's so cute.
And it's that owl that looks like the owl. It's the butterfly that looks like the owl. Let me get there. I keep thinking I need to message Jeff, and I'm going to have to stop and do it because my brain will not go on if I keep doing it. Cindy Rush also said that the freebie acorn she believes is from Workbasket.
I think you're right. That was the one with the little squirrel in relief on it.
Where we were really trying to look and find it, and we just couldn't. And Cindy, you cracked me up. So we asked you guys what holiday...
What's your favorite holiday? We started out as patriotic, and then we also included just what's your favorite holiday, I think.
And Cindy says her favorite holiday is National Margarita Day. And she said, I bet you can't guess how I celebrate it. You are so silly. I had lots of questions about counting stitches.
Yes,
and people got really worked up about it.
Yeah.
So counting stitches is not a thing that I normally do. I'm doing it for the School of Magical Literature and Stitching.
Sorry, that's something hitting my leg down here.
and I have to count to know if I have enough in to turn in my homework. Mm-hmm. And there are different methods to do it. But oh my gosh, people wanted to know, well, what do you count? It's 1 full X. 1 full X is 1 stitch. Yeah. If I'm back stitching, then it's 2 back stitches to make 1 stitch, because it's that, you need to have that twice.
So what if you have half stitches or 3/4 stitches?
Then you would have to count enough to make 1 full stitch.
Okay, I just wanted to ask for y'all because I know you're thinking that.
And specialty stitches, well, I think I don't know, Smyrna crosses, I just count as 1 stitch, even though you're doing kind of double duty. Mm-hmm. I did have 1 stitch that was like this big fan that probably had 30 stitches in it. And I counted all the legs and divided by 2. So that's, I feel like that's fair. But I'm not going to count 1 huge stitch about this big as 1.
Yeah. So basically what you're saying, it is 2 complete stitches, regardless if it's an X or
Yeah.
a specialty.
Yeah. And I mean, they clarified that for us on the group. So, you know, people shouldn't get real hung up in counting stitches. I had people who say, don't count, that takes all the fun out of it. Well, I'm a really goal-oriented stitcher, and I can absolutely feel really good about the fact that I get through a ton of stitches every day. And I have a group where I've challenged people to finish so many stitches per day. And, well, but you probably...
I like to look, but...
You probably get them in each week. Because I didn't say you had to do them daily. I just said you need this many stitches per day.
Hi, son.
Hi, buddy. I almost sat on him early.
My boa is coming up.
I almost sat on him earlier, so I'm sure he's, you know... Silly boy. Are you so funny? Okay.
I'm telling you, he's a new man with that haircut.
So, our question for next week is, how many completed projects do you have that you need to fully finish?
You know, in that stack you've got over there or in that drawer.
Remember, I had counted 42 that just needed soft finishing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine were, I don't remember what mine were now. 11 pin cushions, 8 like flat folds or something, and 18 to do in picture frames. Something like that. So, yeah. How many? How many do you really have in that stack? Okay? Let us know.
I'm gonna message real quick so this doesn't get out the door.
I told you last week I would try to finish up one of my projects each week, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to keep my promise, but with the work schedule I didn't get everything done. So I did Wilhelmina. You saw I had put the pretty rose fabric on the back. And I've got her all stitched up, or sealed up, got her filled, and this is what I'm, woohoo, there it goes again, what I'm working on now, putting on the lace. So I tried to get it on before Laura got here, and I had to take it all out because I had it back too far, and just one thing after another. So this is my semi-fully finished. Hopefully by next week I'll have it all done, but don't you think that lace is going to make that look really cute? There's hardly any edge on it, so I think that's really going to set it off and make it look like it's in a picture frame almost. So, that's mine.
You all finished? I'm almost done.
Stash is next. We did go to Cece's last week. Had a good time out there. Laura kept saying, I know you bought something. I know you bought something. And I could not think for the life of me what it was. Well, this is what it was.
But you didn't get any patterns while we were there?
I don't think I did. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go retrieve my lace before somebody takes it away.
Is that... That must be the... no, that was yours.
What?
The Bing. The Ding. That was your iPad.
Oh, I got it here.
Hopefully they won't all start commenting, though. I just was thinking we might have to get up and turn it off.
That's all right.
So I also bought some floss for a project during the week, and when we were out at Cece's, this is what I got. It's called Rabbit Patch by Heart and Hand.
Isn't that cute? I love that. I've seen that several times this week.
Have you?
Uh-huh.
I did see, I think Priscilla just finished this, and I had not even seen it before we went out there.
No, me either, until you picked it up, and then I was like, bing, bing, bing.
Yeah, and oh my gosh, is it cute. So I'm sure I will have to do this one soon. Now, I did start to buy the color for the rabbit.
That's pretty.
And he looks beautiful and dark on there. And when I picked up the color that it calls for, which is Classic Colorworks Cocoa Bean, it was really, really light.
And you would think, I want to show something first. Did you notice the, what is that called? Turkey track? Stitching?
I don't know.
I don't know if you can see this, but look how they finished between. It's an X at the top and then an X at the bottom with the long leg in between. Isn't that cute how they've done that? I like it really well. And I think that reminds me that you don't always have to put something fancy on your finishes. Just the little specialty stitch will really make it nice. So, Laura, I've run out of filler here now. You need
I was
to come back.
trying to find your...
Yeah, just leave it.
I was trying to find your
be
ding.
fine.
So you guys are going to have to listen to a lot of dings because it's a group that we're in, and
It won't bug
everybody
'em.
will be answering. So, okay, so that was my stash. Then we want to do the Pass the Stash winner.
So you remember that last week we asked you about this. We were giving away Hats Off to Uncle Sam by Blackbird's Design. So that one. And we got several comments on it. 22.
Okay, you want to do it? Because it's yours. We're using the random generator.
Number 2.
Oh!
Cindy Rush! Cindy Rush, you won this.
So Cindy, send us your address. Send Nancy your address in her email, and it's listed down below. And she'll get this out in the mail to you. Have fun!
Yay!
I like when any of you guys get it, but it is fun when we kind of have some sort of a connection with you.
When we know the person that actually got it.
So
Know them personally, because I do feel like we know you, but haven't met you yet.
okay. And that takes us, this may be a short video.
It's moving
What are we at?
fast.
17 and a half minutes. Okay, so we are up to whips and plans.
Okay.
Your plan is to finish that pillow, right?
Yes, I'm going to finish the pillow, and then I'm working on...
Are you going to try and finish another one for next
If I
week, too?
can, yeah. I've got in my head how I want to do the little witchy one, but I have to find my trim for it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where I put that. I'm hoping it's in that box. So anyway, I pulled and started working on eggs.
Woohoo!
Fresh eggs.
Ooh, yeah, that's what you bought the floss for.
Mm-hmm. So, here's how far I got. I got Miss Little Red Hen in. And I've started up on the E there.
Is that all one floss, or did you...
Remember I woke up in the middle of the night and I wanted to... Oh, wrong step. Wanted to use overdyed for each of the chickens instead of using separate flosses. So I used Threadworks. Is there a number on here? 1090, 1090, which is this. Oh, get it over here. This one. And I kind of worked it around in circles. So, because when I first started, it was just lines.
Yeah,
and the
stripey.
color got too bright. So I tried to work her around in circles so it would look more mottled. And then I got other colors like that for the other ones. I think
Your
I
yellow
pulled,
hen is this one?
I pulled Onyx for the black one, and it's really a gray black, which is hard to see, but that's what I got. Oh goodness, I'm so sleepy.
Let me hold this part.
So I don't know if you can even see the gray in there. And then I got Queen Bee for my yellow chicken. And my white one, I finally decided on antique lace because it's got a little bit of gray and white in that.
That'll be pretty.
So, yeah. And I am switching out the color for the letters because of the fabric. Because it called for the white, of course, and the white, you couldn't even see it. So I've changed it over to, is it that one?
If it's this, I don't think so, because that's really pale.
This one. See, I've got a string.
Mm-hmm.
It's DMC 3024. So that color. It's kind of a silvery color in there. So, don't be afraid to do that. I was sitting at lunch and Judy's like, I don't like that white on there. Can I look at your floss? And she doesn't even stitch. So
that's wonderful. Hey, I forgot something else that I brought for you.
Uh-oh.
Maybe I won't give it to her. Maybe I'll give it to you guys instead.
It's always such a...
Maybe I'll give it to you guys instead if she's, going to be... So our friend Debbie Dewey was downsizing, and she had a bunch of things that she let me choose from. And I have a fully finished piece from her that I stitched myself this last year. So I'm going to show you what it is. It's this.
Boo to you.
Isn't that cute? And look, it's got the spider web fabric. It is adorable. It already has a hanger. So you're still going to be snarly at me?
It's up to you.
No, it was up to you. You were just being mean.
I wasn't being mean. Thank you very much. It's very cute. This is one of those pillows like
yep, it's a
Karen taught us.
Tuck away. My whips and plans. Cute. I stitched a bunch of stuff for my I stitched a bunch of stuff for the Harry Potter group. You guys know that. And one of them that I stitched is New Wings A from Butternut Road. So it's this one. And it's the one I'm doing on 18 count linen over 2. And I got this far. So I started, I can't remember if I started with the W or if I started with the X, but I did through the end of those big stitches, and then I started on this butterfly, and he is over 1 with DMC, and I wanted to show you this. There are 3 colors in the big stuff, 3 different blues. These are all the colors in the butterfly.
Oh my gosh.
So I think I have put in 3 different shades of blue down there in the bottom and 2 or 3 shades of brown. And I mean, I've put in a lot on that butterfly already. And here's the thing, we talked about counting stitches. So that little bit that I'm telling you, this and what I've done on the butterfly, that's 500 stitches. And that's part of my monthly extra credit. So I worked hard on that. But there's also some homework this week that is stitch something with dark floss. And I think that I can either bump up and do some of the letters because the butterfly is going to get kind of bright.
Yeah.
Even though I really don't want to stop on that butterfly.
Have you already got all the dark in on the wing up here?
Not all of it, but I don't know if I'll hit 500.
Enough stitches.
But I just, and I have the top of the wing, so I could go up and do the numbers above it pretty quickly, too. And I only have to have 300 stitches in for each of my weekly homework pieces.
It's amazing the number of flosses in that little butterfly. I remember you talking about the other one that you did for me, that how many different colors were in it.
So then my next one is, I needed something for Muggle Studies last week, and I ended up choosing this one from Amy Brecken Designs, and it's Frolicking. Now I think that I am leaving off the box that he's standing on. It just says, let the frolicking begin. And I don't know that I need it. You know, I don't know that's something I want. I certainly have plenty of fabric. So this I put in, and I was trying to think how many stitches. If that is 100 or 200. Oh, that's easily over 200 stitches. So that's what I must have had to do, 200 stitches to get that one done. And that's that part.
Does it all go in that bag?
It does. And then the next one that I have, this week they challenged us to, part of our homework was to stitch on something that is 75% or more done. Well, I think I showed you guys this last week because I had used it to do some homework. It's Peace on Earth from Cottage Garden Samplings. And I put some more work in on that cardinal. So I got my 300 stitches in on that. And then there's another one. I was trying to think what the other one says to do for that.
I like that, how it's laid out.
And that's that color that I substituted in. Saved.
And then is there a dark color that goes over it? This darker color here, maybe?
It's going to be, see, it's the, which one have I done? I've done the one that was supposed to be copper, and then, yeah, there's a darker one that goes with it. Oh, this says, for Professor, what that was the Vanishing Lady, the Fat Lady Vanishing. Stitch on a project that is very close to a finish, at least 75% completed. And then the second one is for Professor Snape abandoning the lesson plans. Stitch on a project that has gone off course, a mistake you have run with, or a project you have changed. Well, I've definitely changed this because I decided that I wanted the bird to have something other than the copper. And I already changed the colors in the house down here too. So I will finish up my 300 stitches for one piece, and I will do 300 more for the next bit of homework, and it won't be finished because we can see how much it is when I'm doing this. I'm still going to have more to get done, but at least it'll, you know, I'll be working on it. And then the last one, the one that's the dark stitches, if I don't work on the other one, what I might do is pull this back out, which is Halloween Quaker by Lila's Studio. And I haven't visited this one for a while, so I think it's just kind of time to pull it back out. But this is where it is when I'm starting. So, you know, I've got the whole line. That's as far, this way just a little.
Sorry.
That's as far as it will go on the edge. But there is a lot of dark stitching down there on that line to get that village finished. So I think I could get 300 stitches in that pretty quickly. So, and if not, I'll pop up to a motif and get it done. I think, yeah, that one's, I don't know how dark that one will be. But anyway, that one will maybe be what I'll do.
That's a real cute piece.
And then my friend Vicky loaned me this pattern, and I think I need to get this one going. I just need to find some fabric I like, and I'm going to hopefully be able to fit this in to my homework. So this one is Hope Blooms from Sam Sarah, and it uses all of the colors that had come out. They're 1 through 35 DMC. And my friend Vicky also has loaned me all of the floss to do it. So I just need to choose something pretty and run with that and see what happens with that. So
that's such a quirky little bird on there.
It is. It kind of reminds me of Longleg Bird that I did from You and I and Friends.
Yeah.
And I like the little ladybug. It's just, it's cute.
It's a cute piece.
So those are my plans.
Okay. So we wanted to talk today about the retreat just a little bit. We've had some questions, we have some spaces open. Still like for you to come and join us. But remember, the retreat fee is non-refundable. So hopefully once you pay it, you'll be able to join us.
And the retreat fee is $100, and it's going for rental of the room and all of the goodies that we are purchasing for you guys.
Right.
So we have some things in the works, and we have some things in the wings, and we're going to have to figure it all out.
It's getting there. It's getting there. We've got a lot of things already thought through, so you'll enjoy it. You'll have a great time.
But I think that's about it for today. We don't really have a lot more to even talk about.
No.
So next week we may film at a different time than normal. We have something to go to, so we're kind of looking forward to that. But until then, she's Nancy.
She's Laura.
And we are the Addicted Sisters. Have a great week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.